Your physical body will always reflect your emotional state. So the underlying root cause, if you think of roots like in a tree, you see the leaves, but the roots are underneath the surface. The underlying root causes, a lot of the times, come from the emotional, energetic component. So it's very synergistic in, yes, it's a physical symptom, but yes, let's dive in a little bit deeper into what the underlying emotional cause might be.
Be open to what it is. If it's chronic, if it doesn't really seem to be having a physical thing, you never know what's causing it, what's keeping it up. We all know stress can cause pain in our body. So why is stress flaring up that pain? What stressful events happening?
Low back, hips typically is a fear of moving forward or a feeling of stuck. So you feel stuck in your job, your life, your relationship. You want to make a decision, you can't pull the trigger. That typically revolves around the lower back and the hips. Also, lack of support, feeling lack of financially supported, lack of support from your husband or your spouse.
I think what your spine does, it supports your whole,
supports your body.
It's your backbone.
A lot of guilt is unlike the lower back.
A lot of guilt.
Yeah. Knees and elbows, ability to bend, be flexible. So I was telling Tom before, are you holding on to something so hard, your thought process or your belief system, that you're unwilling to bend and look at something from somebody else's point of view?
We talk about emotion living in the tissue, memory living in the tissue. For Chris's client, the trauma was living in her entire body. But you might find that, say someone comes to you and their foot just bugs them a lot. And, you can start to put some pieces together for them. A certain body part might hold something in their life that happened to them.
I'm accepted, I'm lovable, I don't have to go through life by myself, like I'm not stuck in this set. But that's the importance I try to share with people, because if you go to a physical therapist, you go to a chiropractor, they're just gonna be like, man, you're super tight, let's just keep cracking you or adjusting, you're doing this. This is truly 90% emotional for this client of mine. So when we hit the emotional barriers, that's when we make actual physical improvement. So that's just my story I share, because again, if you're listening to what's going on in the body, every session is super individualized, and some people just want the tissue work and need it and they respond, and other people have been to PTs and chiros and massage and they feel like nobody's helping me. And that's where I like to be able to say, nobody's looking at it from the emotional point, nobody's looking at it from the energetic point. Let's dive into that realm with the intention of gentle physical applications. But sometimes it's just a lot of talking. It's a lot of talking in one position, just holding it until you feel that energy let go and release.
A lot of my clients, I want to have these conversations with them, and a lot of them aren't open to it, or it's scary, right? Or they're coming to me for a physical issue. Why are we talking about emotional stuff? And I ask them, has your heart ever been broken? And most people, yes, right? We're human. I ask them where they felt it, right? Like your ribs hurt. It hurts to breathe.
You bring up a very valid point. People are, it is in and of itself a huge step to get people to make an acceptance of that.
Oh, I baby step into that. Absolutely.
It's just like, it's one of the most fundamentally important things I think that we can get into philosophically with people, is that this is you.
Exactly.
And it's I find the whole thing so, I've had those same Delta conversations.
Exactly.
I feel you.
And I feel that's how I baby step into that with people that might be a little more nervous, or I'm just coming to you for a stretch. Why are we having this conversation?
The conversations depend on how comfortable you are with your clientele, right? And even if they're not open to it, you having the understanding of what potentially could be contributing to it can lead you down the road of being able to slowly unlock that for them, or plant that little seed in their heads of,